Hello, and welcome to today's book chat. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the novel Left Neglected by Lisa Genova. And if you've been following along on these book chats, you know that this is the third Lisa Genova book I've read in less than a year, and I'm definitely enjoying them. I love Still Alice. I liked Inside the O'Briens, and this one was maybe somewhere a little bit in between. I saw another reviewer who commented that Lisa Genova seems to have created her own genre, such as neurological chick lit. And I would say that these books, in my opinion, kind of lean a bit more toward women's fiction than, kind of the lighter fluff of chick lit. But the whole creating the new genre thing does seem to have some truth to it, which I think is an okay thing. Authors are out there to make money, and she's found something that her readers enjoy, and so she's sticking with it and still creating what I would call quality stories. So just to tell a little bit about the basis of this book, and I won't give anything more than it's on the cover blurb, but it's about Sarah Nickerson, a high-powered businesswoman who is living in Wellmont, a suburb of Boston, and is, I think it's the CEO of human resources for a huge consulting firm. She's a mother. She has 3 young children. They're named after the Peanuts, so it's Lucy, Charlie, and Linus. And she's living with her husband, Bob. And Sarah is, to say high-powered and busy and ultimately stressed would almost be an understatement. This woman is someone who works 80 hours a week, still takes care of her kids, drops them off to school. It seems almost unbelievable what she goes through. And that stress, that intensity is something that I really loved, as well as found disturbing about the beginning of the book. In the opening chapters, there's a bunch of dream sequences in and out of the narrative of the story, and sometimes dream sequences work and sometimes they don't. And in this book, they worked in an incredibly, I don't even know how to call it, controlling, stress-inducing way. I was reading the book and I was riveted, and it was hard to put it down, but at the same time, I was just feeling so stressed with this character. It's like, oh gosh, how could you be going through this? And then the dreams on top of it, it was very intense. And so it set up a situation where you just knew, okay, something's got to give. There's no way that this character, this story can continue on in this way. And of course, something did give. And again, without giving any more info than's on the back cover of the book, what gave was a car accident, which put Sarah into a position where she had to stop completely. Literally, her body wouldn't allow her to continue forward. And the title of the book, Left Neglected, is referring to a condition called left neglect, in which a person becomes unaware of the entire left side of their body. So they can't move things on the left side of their body. They can't be aware of anything on the left side of the room. It's as if you were told that there was another way as opposed to right or left. And like, oh, well, look to, I don't know, Jaunty. And you're like, what? There is no Jaunty. How can I look to Jaunty? It's not there. Move to Jaunty. It doesn't exist. And so that part of the book was absolutely gripping for me, especially because it's a condition I didn't know about. At first, I wasn't even sure if the author had made it up. And so seeing Sarah's journey throughout that was really compelling and really interesting. As far as character development and, outside themes, I found it fairly simplistic. Sarah certainly wasn't an overly sympathetic or likable character, but again, if you've been following these book chats, you know that that's not something that really matters to me. And, themes were such as family, personal development, taking time to kind of stop and smell the roses. And I thought it was well done. So Left Neglected, it is definitely intriguing, and I think mostly because of the disease and how that could affect someone, and just reading through and seeing and wondering, how would I act in this situation? What would my life become? And again, if you want something that's going to ramp you up, then the beginning of this book is definitely very intense. So Left Neglected, you can come on over to my website if you want some links to the author's website, the book, if you want a couple more thoughts on what I have to say in written form. So yeah, give it a try. If you like Lisa Genova's other books, I'm pretty sure you would like this one too. And I would love to hear from you. Have a great day.